Hello and welcome back. We are live again, the Greyhawk channel and the Lost Shrine of Tamoachan. I am DM Josh, also known as Winged Horizon, and this is our crew. We're missing one today, so yeah, Brit's gone today, but we do have a pretty big crew here. Why don't we just go ahead and start with? Well, we're gonna start with our kobold. Why don't you go
Uh,
ahead and introduce yourself? Tell everybody who you are.
I'm Calvin, Calvy Calv's Gaming, and I'm playing the Cobalt Spoon the Zombie Slayer. I'm also going to comment, Josh, you seem a little quiet. So, just so you know. That's me.
Okay, hopefully this is better.
Oh yeah.
You put it next to my face. All right. Um, so now we have who's up next. It looks like we have Irish Dreams or Star. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and who you're playing today?
My name's Brittany. My Twitter handle is IrishDream86, and I am playing a Tabaxi monk of the Cobalt Soul.
Excellent. Okay, awesome. And let's move on over to our Falcon of Light.
Hi, everybody. I'm Falcon. I'm playing Fenwin Here's a tiefling warlock.
All right, excellent. And let's go over to Mario. Mario, why don't you go ahead and let everybody know who you are?
I'm Mario Gillis. I'm the head DM over at Lights Camera Initiative, and tonight I will be playing Mogren Clayhammer, bringer of light to dark places.
Okay, excellent. Well, I hope everybody's excited to play again today. But before we jump into the show, I'm actually going to do the correct procedure this time, and we're going to go ahead and I would like to thank all of our Patreons and Twitch subscribers. You guys are amazing. You're what making all this possible, all these shows 5 days a week. It's all because of you. So thank you so much for supporting this channel and helping the Greyhawk channel thrive. We also would like to thank Roll20. Roll20, we are supported by them, and they are just the world's leading virtual tabletop for playing Dungeons and Dragons and many other role-playing games. It has a really great character mancer to create your characters, and it's really nice to play on. I've been playing on it since I began a couple years ago. And last but not least, we have a couple sponsors that are just amazing, and I definitely think you should jump in and check them out. So first off, we have Heroic Maps. They are our official battle map sponsor. You can check out their library of more than 300 maps on Drive-Thru RPG. We also are sponsored by Tabletop Loot. You can go to tabletoploot.com and check out their enter the Greyhawk with capital G, capital H in the coupon box and get 15% off your dice order. They have amazing dice. I'm not sure if I have any in front of me right here. I do not have their dice in front of me right now. No, that's too bad. They have some amazing dice that you can... Oh, there we go. They are really great. They've been supporting the Greyhawk channel for almost as long as we've been streaming. They're a really great company. And our Patreon supporters and Twitch subscribers can get a coupon code to ruinc.com. Well, everybody, I believe everybody knows her by now. And also Cantrip Candles in the private section of our Discord. And our Discord is now open to the public. For most part, so you can come in, chat with us about Greyhawk, and, well, get to know us all. And let's talk about Greyhawk. But let's go ahead and get past all that and get back into our plot. Does everybody remember what happened last time and previously on Tamoachan?
I saved the monk's life.
Pain, lots of pain.
Yep. Lots of pain.
We got a really shiny dagger of historical use.
Yep.
All
It's
right.
nice. I like it.
And somehow managed to touch something and bring to life probably someone who is flesh to stoned into the wall.
all these things are true. I should also mention that we have one other player who's not with us today. She's out sick, and that would be Becca or Rebecca from oh shoot, Re Lariti. She plays Ella, who is pretty much our scientist in. She's our scientist in the expedition team. She knows a lot about this Oman and all this other stuff. She's been studying. She's a super ancient cultures geek. But unfortunately, she can't play with us today, so I'll be covering her character as best as I can. And so, yes, exactly what they said last time they were in a room. Let's jump into that map now, actually. Here we go. And I need to change that. That's not going to be useful, is it? All right. Excuse me, I was looking at something else earlier. Let's jump back to where the players should be. There we go.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. Excellent.
Yep.
All right, so back to where we were. I forgot. Players, you guys see my screen, not the players. All right. Sorry, Witch over here. Yeah, remember, like, oh, they can't see my screen. I'm just going to mess around with it. Anyways, this is the room they've last finished on. And in this room, they found a giant hole that went down, what was it? I think I said 200 feet, something like that. You don't know. You hear something in the, or Magron, our Magron Clayhammer, decided to scale down the hole when all hell broke loose. And he found a passageway halfway down that hole, about, what was it, 50 feet? And
yeah, I think it was about 50.
I think it was 50 feet, and he heard something moving around below him as well. Up above, the group was attacked by this, what seemed to be a woman. I think it was a woman. Yes, it was a woman, a priest with a whip, if I recall, and she, well, Star went to town on this priest, and then the priest pretty much cursed her and almost threw her into oblivion, cursing her and her race. After they dispatched the priest or the priestess, they decided to explore the room, and Magron decided to jump in and join them so they could all get a rest. But before they rested, Star found along the side of the walls there was all these figurines, a bunch of figurines that were depicting different parts of life in the Oman Empire, the ancient, long lost Oman Empire. And part of those murals that they found, or dioramas, included slave tabaxi. These slave tabaxi were supplicating, they were being whipped, they were also being skinned alive for their skins to use as coats. They were pretty much used as tools in this ancient empire, it seems, and were definitely the lowest of the low when it came to the Oman Empire.
Weird.
And so that's how we ended the session last week. Let's continue. You have all taken, I believe, a long rest or a short rest?
It was a short rest.
Short rest, I believe.
It was a short rest.
Yeah, it
So
was
I
a
hope
short
you
rest.
have you updated your excuse me, updated. Actually, you know what? Let me go ahead. I need to give one of you. I'm gonna give one of you permission to use Finwin. Would you like to use Ella's character to roll for her?
I think somebody else should do it because I'm not that familiar with Wizard.
I can do it if you want me to.
All right, let's go ahead. Yeah, I'll have you do it, Calvin. Give me one moment. Let me go ahead and jump in here and give that to you so you had the permission to do that. And here we go. Okay, Ella. There's our Ella. Okay, here we go. Ella. Character sheet. Do some.
Under my umbrella.
I should have already done this. Sorry about that. And I'm going to be doing it here. keep you in there for today and take you back out later.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, there you go. You should be able to see her
Oh,
now.
yep. Wrong button.
Let's go. Back to reality again. Here we are. So, in our last episode, you guys have taken a short rest. Nothing seemed to have bothered you. Of course, I believe you had a Tiaman's hut or whatever to protect you, just in case. So nothing really came outside and bothered you. Actually, no, I don't think you did.
I
think, yeah, Star just was watching. Star wasn't really resting that much, were you?
I think I was healed up because I don't have anything written down here on my sheet.
Yeah, most people were healed by the healing spirit, and those who weren't healed all the way spent some hit dice.
Yeah, because I think I was healed up all the way. Because I don't have anything written down here.
All right.
So yeah.
Let's jump back into it. What are you all going to do? You are back in the room. You have relaxed, and you have patched up your wounds, patched up your pride. What would you all like to do next? Keep exploring? Run back out and never come back?
I think we were going to head down to the passage.
Yeah, run out and never come
Magron had
back.
found, and head to that strange, like, sea door.
There's no other path to take from here, correct? That's just the hole in the middle of the.
Not as you found.
Can I do an investigation check?
I mean,
Be
not
sure.
that you see. You can do an investigation check. Where are you investigating?
Just to see if there's any other maybe hidden doors or something like that.
Hidden doors. Well, you can definitely look around. Where are you going to look on the map?
Let's see. I guess the wall that I'm closest to. So I'll go over here.
All right, here we go. I'm going to check where your character is. Okay, so over on this side here. All right, so in that side, you see that, as I mentioned earlier, you see that there are, well, it seems that there are lots of figurines that are show daily life. You saw on this diorama that there were 12 tribal warriors, one scout, a dog, and even a panther. You even saw some deer in this one. There was a dozen commoners that were just fishing with nets, and one of them was carving a dugout. And you saw in a second niche next to that one, right above it, you saw that there were commoners engaged in farming, planting maize, and harvesting wheat. You see that there are 5 tribal warriors standing guard and what looked like a cult fanatic, or I should say a priestess in a bird costume, except that priestess is no longer there, excuse me. Because that's the priestess that you ended up encountering.
She was an authentic priest, though. Just saying. Science!
I could just look for anything like that would look out of place, like stones that are discolored, maybe that might lead to a hidden door.
Right around the diorama, you see nothing. In the space you are right there, you do not see anything.
Okay.
Now, while you're doing that, well, I mean, of course, you can do an investigation check if you'd like to. But while you're doing that, what is Finwin doing? Our other resident expert.
Well, how well documented have I made this room?
I believe you've been documenting it during your resting time.
Correct.
If I recalled. So, as you noticed, you saw that there were several these like warriors. You saw scouts. Now the scouts, they look like little toys, really. All these things look like little stone toys, almost stone or wooden toys. You're not sure. Sometimes it seems like there's mixes of stone and wood within the diorama, within the little figurines. But yeah, you see that it shows exactly what, or it gave a scene of life. And you also noticed when somebody touched it, I can't remember who. Oh yes, it was our kobold who decided to lick the toy,
Damn
and
right.
that lick
To
brought
make
it to
sure it
life.
was authentic.
Yep, and it was very authentic. He found out it was only one lick to get to the center of the pop.
Wahan atahu afari.
Unfortunately, there was no cream filling.
Uh,
Well,
So that's what you've noticed so far. You've seen that, and of course, you would also seen the scenery that showed the life of the Tabaxi in this empire. And that scenery included warriors of Tabaxi warriors. It showed a scenery where the Tabaxi warriors had fought and obviously lost, and it showed where the Tabaxi are pretty much now manual labor slaves and used for skin, food, and also sacrifice. You've noticed all these things, and these are all 3D dioramas, not 2D paintings.
Which is interesting.
Hey, where are you looking? Our sharp-eyed star of solstice.
I'm gonna go up here where these markings on the floor are.
All right. Let me go ahead and zoom in on this map so everybody else can see. There we go. So you look there, and you see that it points. No, it looks somewhat. You see that there are some markings that seem to continue underneath the vats of fire, which are lit. Actually, this room is lit by this fire, and it seems to continue underneath these vats of fire. What it looks like, you're not able to see the whole picture. Because, well, there's something covering it. It continues underneath this vat of fire, and yeah, that's what you see. You see it's like the edge of it, what looks like it's a circle with it's like a triangle or a diamond with a circle in the middle. You can't really make you can't even put like right to left with it. You're not quite sure. Of course, you see that
Could I try and move the brazier?
if you'd like to.
Yeah. Underneath
But
there.
before you do that, let's go ahead and see what our what Spoon, our kobold, and Magran are doing. Spoon, let's start with you.
Probably just watching Ella do whatever research she's doing. I mean, I'll probably like sniff around, but considering things can apparently turn into bigger things, I don't want to be too far from Ella in case she pokes something.
Okay. And what about you, Magran?
So Magran is gonna wait till the others decide what they want to do. He's just here to keep them safe. But he will mention that I found a secret path down the hole. If any of you are interested in checking that out.
Secret. I like secrets.
The door had some sort of like water relief on it. Might be partially sunken inside. I don't know how close this place is into any underground lakes or streams. I guess Ella would be the expert on that, but she seems to be strangely quiet right now. I'm not sure why exactly. Fenwin, do you know if there are any, the geographical location, if there's any possibility of us coming across an underground river or stream? So there seems to be dogs about, strangely. This place is so strange.
Well, from what I know, well, there's supposed to be another area that is a floating city, but it's not here. Otherwise, I do not know of a river around here.
Fair enough, I suppose. When you're done checking whatever you want, we should head down there. I have a spell of water walking prepared in case there is any water down there, but be ready, I suppose.
All right, and let's jump back over to Star now. Star, how would you like to do this? Are you just going to try to push it over? Are you going to what's your plan? Are you gonna put yourself against the wall and push it? Are you going to just grab it and try to knock it down the hole?
No, I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna move over here and just try and drag it forward a little bit.
Right. Okay. So you're just going to grab it and try to drag it forward.
Hmm?
Yeah, I'd like you to make a Constitution save.
Great.
Of course.
Okay. When you put your hands near it, you realize it's really hot, and luckily you're able to you fall back before you put your hand in there and get all your fur burned off.
Okay.
So yeah, you get hands and you put your claws, get ready to dig in and pull it, but then you realize, oh, this has active fire. This is real fire. It's not an illusion.
Okay. I guess I'll just leave it because I don't think there's anything else I can do. Know what's underneath there, what those glyphs are.
Is something over there?
I do not know. There are markings on the floor.
Strange.
All right.
Margaret's gonna
I think
go
I'm
over and have a look.
Okay. So you go over there and you see, right here, you see as she saw seems like there's a diamond or a ring or something, and a circle in the middle, and it continues underneath the brazier, and even if you look, it almost continues underneath the statue, the statue of which seems to have, if you look now, if you look up, oh hey, this thing has black gems for eyes. Looks like almost obsidian, polished obsidian for eyes. And it's holding out a tray. And this thing, this art or this drawing seems to even continue underneath the statue.
What's on the tray? Is anything on the tray?
Well, you can't really tell because it's quite high. It's towering in that room.
Does the statue look stable?
Well, this statue is about 12 feet tall. It's a 12-foot tall stone statue. It looks like a man with outfitted in fine clothing, and he's holding a stone tray. You can't tell if there's anything in that stone tray. There could be. You just know that stone tray looks to be kind of chipped. It looks worn, like possibly it's even been used. And you can see that this thing has even has some almost like it looks like it was a warrior doing an offering. He had a sword in his back. He had this almost like wings in the as a headpiece and a robe, and he was doing an offering. This room looks like it could be some kind of offering room.
And all the things you just described are connected to the statue, like they're all part of the statue.
All part of the statue. The sword is right here, and this you can't see the platter because I didn't draw it in, but there is a platter there that looks like it comes out a few feet, maybe like a foot over. It almost comes out. Let's see if I can draw that. Actually, I'm gonna draw a shape. Here we go. This is your plat. You see a platter like about this. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, excellent.
I actually don't see anything.
But that's about 6
think
feet
it's
high.
on the
And I
rock.
don't believe you're that tall. That's about halfway up the statue.
Okay.
I think you drew on the GM layer, not our layer.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
You know what? That could be a. I am on the GM overlay info. There we go. Let me draw that one more time. Now, can you see it?
Yes.
Yeah, I see it. I'm gonna motion over to Spoon, and I will say, "Come here."
Oh, Spoon, we cannot hear you.
You're muted,
You have
man.
been muted on a spell of silence.
No, spell of silence.
I think
Sorry.
somebody secretly like cast that while they heard you just chattering away to yourself. And it's
They're like, oh,
silence.
crazy.
Peace.
Oh, that voice is so
The
annoying.
sound of death that I was waiting for in this tome.
Sweet release from Spoon.
Jesus, Tiberius, come on.
I would tell Ellen, now don't do anything I would do. And then I'll walk over.
Magrin is going to kneel down and hold his, basically make like a hand boost so that he can lift, I assume a kobold only weighs like 40 pounds, right?
Wow, calling me fat.
But is that heavy for a kobold? I don't know.
That is heavy for a kobold.
Okay, fine. Then I have 15 strength. I'm pretty sure I can boost him up high enough that our combined shortness will equal enough that we can see what's on top of the tray, if there is anything.
You're gonna put him on your shoulders, let him piggyback you, pretty much. How tall are you, Spoon?
2'6".
2'6". You could
But I'm
throw.
4'4".
You could probably toss him up if you wanted to. If you wanted to try to toss him up, or you could let him climb if you wanted to.
Do you want to go up on the statue?
I mean, sure, but I'm not super good at climbing.
Now, if you wanted
There's
to,
no climbing involved.
You mentioned you
And I'll
wanted
grab
to.
him and I'll toss him on top of the statue.
Okay, where on the top of the statue? And I need you to roll
Onto
strength.
its head. And I will roll strength. I'll use guidance on myself first as well to give me an additional d4.
I mean, I'll go with it so that he's not like I won't resist the throw. Right.
Yippee!
Nobody tosses a dwarf, but everybody tosses a kobold.
Actually, a question, is it a strength check or an athletics check? Because I roll a lot higher if it's athletics.
I think you could do athletics.
Okay.
Drum roll. Can anybody hear music, by the way?
I turn the music off.
Till right now.
16. Okay. And did you add your? Okay, there you go. 16.
I just did.
19. All right. So that's 19. You are able to easily throw up and use. You just kind of like do like in the swimming pool, and you help somebody do a flip off of your hands into the swimming pool. You kind of do that thing and just help him do a flip. And how much do you weigh?
27 pounds.
27 pounds. Oh my gosh, you're nothing. So yeah, this is easy for Magron Clayhammer. I mean, he's a warrior of renown, and he does this one-handed, really. He just goes up, grabs the kobold, and tosses him up there. He doesn't even need to get his hand. He does let him take his hand and just toss him up with one hand. And you almost missed the head. You fly so high up. But you're able to get up on the head, and you see like one of the eyes on the right side almost seems to come loose and like kind of like just rest on the cheek that's extended out.
I like look down into it.
Hello? Eyeball?
Grab that gem.
Do you see anything on the tray?
Do I see anything on the tray?
When you look on the tray, you do not see anything on that tray. It seems to be empty.
Is there any like dried blood on it?
You could see that there seems to be some reddish. It could be paint or something, some kind of dried reddish color, and also some other things. Yes.
There's nothing in it, but it looks like there's some. Could be dried blood. Could be something else. Maybe I don't know.
Could I walk over and attempt to put a couple gold on the tray? See what happens?
Yeah, you could try to do that. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to tell Spoon, see if the eyes are removable, or the blade, or anything.
Okay. First, I'm
Also,
gonna lick the eyeball.
also, as a side note, McGraw is going to prepare an action that if the thing topples in a direction, to reach out and grab Spoon before he falls into the pit.
Okay, so you're ready to jump over and just jump across the it's quite large hole, but getting ready to jump across and try to grab him or something.
Well, I mean, I'm like near the statue, right?
So you're underneath the statue.
So, yeah. So basically, if it topples forward, I should be 5 feet away, so I should be able to reach out and grab him.
Okay. So if the statue topples forward, you're gonna save the statue.
Save Spoon.
No, save Spoon. I don't think I could stop the statue.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past like Ella or Fenwin to try to save the statue, but
So
Yeah, I don't have a telekinesis spell.
all right, so I believe you're tall enough to do this, Star. You put some gold pieces up on this. How many gold pieces are you putting up on this?
I'll put 5 gold pieces up there.
All right, 5 gold pieces. Okay. And what are you doing, Star? And what are you doing, Finwin?
I am observing this
From across the hole.
from across the hole. I mean, if there's any symbology, I would point it out that I could see.
I'm gonna say Ella here is right next to you,
Okay.
furiously taking notes and is very curious. She's like, "Oh yes, grab the the eyes. Those will be interesting to study back home."
you must be sick. You sound weird.
And so yeah, you grab the eyes. They are almost like fist size. They're as big as your hand. They're polished obsidian. And they definitely come out if you wanna take them out. One of them is already loose. The other one doesn't feel too too attached.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take him out.
All right, and yeah, you do also see, of course, you see a what looks like the hilt of a sword on his back.
I'm gonna lick that too.
All right.
I'm just checking.
When you pull this sword,
It's gonna be a fucking mimic one of these times. My face is gonna be stuck to it.
you pull this sword. It looks to be in a really nice condition. It's laminated wood. It's inset with jagged teeth of obsidian.
Ooh.
Nice.
And it comes out easily. So you pull it out, and it's a long sword that comes out quite easily, and it has jagged obsidian around the edges.
Bag that.
How about you bag it? And I'll hand it down to somebody.
Is there anybody that has identifier or knows how to?
Ella can identify.
Correct.
Yeah, she should be able to ritual cast it.
Yeah.
So if you pass everything to her, or is that what you're all doing, or what are you all doing?
Well,
Yeah.
no, I'll take it down from Spoon and hand it to Ella.
Ella, she looks at it. She's, ooh, this is very interesting. Well, I see that. Oh, this is one of their famous weapons. It's such in good condition, and it looks like it even could be magical.
Magical. That's cool.
And as she casts Identify, she realizes it is a +1 sword that has that does extra damage to any creature of plant type.
Interesting.
And And the obsidian stones are not magical, but they are very pretty stones and probably worth a pretty penny or pretty gold piece. Or 10.
Did anything happen when I put the gold pieces on the altar, on the tray?
Not that you've noticed so far. Why don't you roll perception?
Okay.
Why don't you all roll perception?
Oh.
Sure.
All right, let me jump in here.
Yeah.
What we got here? We got 11. Oh, yes. Ron notices a lot. He's so focused on this sword.
Oh no.
He sees this sword and he just like, he sees the sword, you're like, oh, we're getting somewhere now. Where he's just worried about the kobold. Finwin
Hold on.
is obviously not paying attention either, and neither is Ala.
Nailed it.
There's a
14.
historical find.
High fives all around. We're all
Oh,
very
so
distracted.
You said that that sword was +1 long sword?
+1 longsword. It does an extra 2d6 damage to plant life. Anything with the plant type.
Yeah, I don't think anyone can actually use that except for Fenwin, unless if you have Pact of the Blade, right?
I can use it. I'm not going to use it. Unless I make it my pact weapon.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. If you have Pact of the Blade, I think you can
I
make
do.
it your pact weapon.
Yeah. But that removes the historical significance.
Correct.
All right.
Not that I would actually know that, because although you might have told me about how pacting and stuff works, I don't know.
It is not my type of blade either.
Just put it in the bag.
So, one moment here. The fun thing about running Roll20, not to jump out of roleplay, but is being able to, I don't know how the other DMs do it, but to be able to bring characters onto the screen without everybody seeing what I'm bringing onto the screen. I haven't figured that out yet, but we are going to do that now. So you hear something in the hole.
Oh no!
Mm-hmm.
Only Star does. Star hears something that seems to be...
Thing is moving down there.
Hello?
And suddenly, everybody is going to see... I don't have a graphic for this, unfortunately. Everybody is going to see... And I need to get my... Graphic is on another map. Second here. I'm gonna go grab him.
Princess is in another castle.
Always.
Initiative is coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
No, I wouldn't do that to you all.
Uh-huh.
Sure. Cool. Thanks for showing us the map.
Yes, I am showing you the map, but we're not using this map.
That's fine.
Ah,
It's not like I don't have a copy of that book anyway.
which is the reason why we are doing a completely different game today. Yay! All right.
Yeah,
so
not like I would use the information. But
here we go. I think this is what I was looking for. It's close enough. All right, let's go back to our map. And here we are. The end. There we go. I need to figure out how to do this so it's nice and pretty. Hey! So it's not actually a giant crayfish. It's something else. It's almost like a gibbering mess of
Oh no.
flesh. And it's suddenly you see this like monopod. You see that there's a hole here, a hole here, a hole here, and a hole right where Ella is standing. I need somebody to. Calvin, I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw for Ella. Because
Okay.
suddenly these arms grab and reach into the hole.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Okay. Excellent. This is very fun. I like this part. All right. Here we go. Where's my?
We cannot kill Ella while she's not here.
Oh no.
I so bad. And so yes, you see, and I need to get. Oh, I bet you. What am I doing? It's gonna be online. I'm so used to playing in person that I'm like looking in my books instead of looking on on the character thing where it's gonna be. Gibbering Mouther. Hey,
Oh no.
that wasn't hard. There we
I
go.
mean, I have no idea what that is.
Hey, I mean, it's fine. It's not like he can make us randomly run off a cliff or something.
Excellent. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted to do. So you see this thing come out, and it looks like as it goes down, it slaps up, and it slaps. It almost it reaching. It's not able to reach into the hole that it's supposed to. Instead, it grabs, and grapples. Let's see if I can go ahead and roll for this thing. Let's see here. And in the token layer. 1 second. I'm so good at this right here. That's what I needed. Perfect. Bring it over here. Excellent. Okay. And so yes, you see this thing. It has a huge mouth. In fact, mini mouse as it comes out, and it's using these handles to go pull itself up. But then, instead of grabbing a handle, it grabs our poor little, well, our poor little Ella. Ella, I need you to, let's see here. I need you to roll a, or, no, I'm going to roll something. What am I talking about? Here it is. Okay, I'm just going to roll D20 here. Oh. D20. Okay. So, does 13 hit?
I think I don't think she cast Mage Armor at any point, as far as I remember. So that'll hit.
What is her armor class?
An 11.
11. Okay. So yes, it does hit, and as it reaches, it's going to do. Ouch. That's a lot. Okay.
Actually, she's going to cast Shield.
Okay. Now what will that do?
Give her a +5 to her AC.
Hey! That is a reaction. So she casts a shield, and it does not do 5d6 piercing damage.
That's good.
All right. And so yes, it tries to reach in. It wraps around her, but then she pushes the shield, and it gets a shield, and it does not pierce her with its barbs. These arms seem to have barbs on them that are using themselves to grip. And as you are all right next to the hole, you're looking down, and what you see, of course, what you see is, I'm just going to zoom in this right here so everybody in the map can see. You see this thing here. This thing is, well, terrifying. It is a blob, or this blob of a lot of mouse just filling it up, and it looks terrifying. It reaches up with another tentacle or arm and grabs the gold pieces and throws it into its mouth. And then I need you to roll for initiative. Let's go ahead and put that up there. Here we go. It looks like we already have it here before, so let me go ahead and delete you first. Sorry about that, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, now you can do it. You can roll for initiative now. Excellent. You have to click on your piece. Don't forget you have to click on your character piece. Alright, so if you click on your little character piece first, then you can click initiative. There we go. Now we're getting it. Excellent. And let me go ahead and how do I roll for this guy? 11. Okay, and 11. All right, 10. Did everybody roll now? It looks like we did. Excellent. Let's go ahead and get you in descending order. Perfect. So Ella is the first one to be able to react. She's of course reacting. She's able to cast that shield as a reaction to get out of the way of this terrifying monster that's inside this hole. What is she going to do next?
Try to move away from it.
Okay.
Seems like the most logical thing.
All right. Go ahead and move her where you'd like to move her. You're going to do a disengage. I'm guessing.
Yeah, she'll disengage.
Okay.
Probably up here. And that'll be her turn.
Move up on the stairs. Excellent. All right. And happens. What is going to happen next? I think Magran, is that the end of your turn, Ella?
Yeah.
All right, Magran, what are you going to do?
Magran will clutch his holy symbol. He will summon a spiritual rod next to the creature as he incants Incertus Polcar Imperio. And then he's going to make a strike with his spiritual weapon, and assuming that is successful, he's then going to follow it up with a cantrip.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for that. Roll that for me.
Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does hit this thing. This thing's quite large. It fills up that whole entire hole.
8 damage. 8 force damage, by the way. So.
Okay, and so yeah, you do 8 force damage, and
now that it has been wounded, I'm going to capitalize on that by casting Toll the Dead as I incant Vita Mortis Cario. And yeah, it needs to make me a wisdom save or take necrotic.
Okay, I need a wisdom. Do you need a wisdom save or take necrotic damage? All right, let's do this wisdom save then. Okay.
Spell save 15. Aha!
Right, so we have 13. Okay, so you're doing some damage already.
11 necrotic damage.
11 necrotic damage. And that was how much force damage? 8?
Oh, wait. Hold on. It didn't roll it.
Yeah, it did. The second one is the 2d12.
Okay, sorry. So I did 8 force damage, and then I did 13 necrotic damage.
8 and 13. Okay. Is it 5 plus 6 and 5 plus 8? So your necrotic damage, you're getting the advantage on that one?
It's the thing is, I'm using the second one because it rolls either 2d8 or 2d12, depending on if the creature is damaged already.
Got it. Okay.
So I'm taking the 2d.
Okay.
And then I will stand there with my shield ready to meet it as it comes up the hole.
All right. So you, as it's coming up, you see that it's coming there, and you call upon your weapon, you slam it, and as you do damage, you call out again, and you can see it. The thing just starts shaking almost, and it just starts shaking from the vibration, and suddenly you can see like there's a black marks going into it and sloshing into it, and it does not look very happy. Next up we have Finwin. Finwin, what are you going to do?
I believe I still have my original sword out that I had summoned last battle. I do not believe I had desummoned it. So I'm going to cast green flame blade.
Ah.
Okay.
Or a little copper sulfate on there.
Okay. So you're gonna cast Green Flame Blade, and suddenly your blade lights up with green flames. It starts flickering with green. And are you going to attack with it?
Yes, I am. All right. What is the right? Okay.
All right, 15 does hit. So you were able to hit it. Go ahead and roll it for damage. 5 slashing, and is there any fire damage? I think it's 1d8. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll a 1d8. All right, 4. Okay, and so you slice down and attack the tentacle that had been reaching around for Ella, and you can see that it seems to be
It
quite
takes not 4. It takes 7 because it's plus charisma.
effective. Plus charisma. Okay,
Plus charisma.
7. All right. I'm using my. Okay, simple math. Here we go. And so yeah, you as you slice at it, you then comes are you going to do anything else? Are you going to do any movement with your turn?
Nope.
No? Okay, so you just slice at it, you and pull down, slicing the arm that had reached out for Ella and nearly grabbed her. And now it's our feline friend Starved Solstice's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move over. Yeah. Movement. Just so me and McGraw aren't clumped up right there.
You find that you are unable to move.
What?
Well, actually, what I need you to do, I need you to roll a strength saving throw.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, you are unable to move. Suddenly, you realize once it has seems to have planted itself, all these symbols seem to have become mucusy almost, and the ground is almost dough-like around you. And as you try to lift up your feet are almost sticking to the ground. Ella seems to have gotten really lucky to get out there while she could.
Oh, isn't that special? Okay. Um. Okay. So first, ooh, uh, flurry of blows, which uses a key point. 2 unarmed strikes.
Okay, go ahead and roll for that.
And with my first unarmed strike, I'm going to do another key point and do extract aspects.
Okay.
Lets me learn the creatures, but that's only on a hit.
All right. Show me if you hit. You definitely hit with your flurry of blows. Go ahead and roll for damage, and now you're going to learn the damage vulnerabilities, damage resistances. Okay, all that fun stuff. All right, so you do 8 slashing damage.
Mm-hmm. Learned about this creature.
Okay, and you as you realize you can't move, it enrages you that you've lost your mobility, and so you just lash out at it and kind of do what a cat does when it doesn't like really fast and just claw it. Your nails, your talons or claws go shred through this thing, and then you start to you take a piece of it almost to analyze it or to inspect it, feel its energy, and you find that it has. Let me go ahead and see. You find that it is immune to being prone. It cannot be made prone. And you also notice that even the thing that's on you, as you put it close to you, you hear a gibbering, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, wonderful. That's like my third saving throw already. Sheesh. Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, and you notice that this thing's almost like there's mouths all over this thing, and it looks like they're trying to bite, but they're too small on this piece that you grabbed. As it's just little mouse form and dissipate and form and dissipate, and they're almost talking to each other. It seems, and it almost drives you mad. So you throw it away, but you realize it doesn't have any. Besides being prone, it doesn't really have any immunities at all.
Okay.
It does seem to be able to. Let's see what you could see: condition immunity, damage immunities, resistance to vulnerabilities. Okay, yeah, it doesn't seem that. That's the only immunity it really seems to have, is from being prone.
Okay. My first unarmed strike, so I have one more. Normal.
All right, that one definitely strikes again. You strike at it once again, and just whoosh, for 9 slashing damage. Excellent. Okay. You guys are just pumping on this thing. Okay. And you slash down, and suddenly I would like all of you, except for Star, to do a Wisdom saving throw. Let's see. I need to do a ruler here real quick. See if our Ella friend needs to do it as well. Okay. So Ella does not need. She was able to get out of the way, and to move out of the way. But everybody else needs to do a Wisdom saving throw.
I got a 22.
Okay, Fenwin got a 10. What about our kobold friend, Spoon?
Does Spoon being on top of the statue make a difference for distance?
Are you within 20 feet?
I don't know. Is it exactly at the floor level?
It's at 12 feet high, and the thing's right at the floor level.
Okay. I didn't know if it was actually at floor level or.
You all need to roll, except for Brit. Except for Ella.
Nailed it.
Okay, wonderful. So, you were just like looking into the mouth of hell, and you haven't
Mouth
seen
of madness,
anything
perhaps.
like this. You're looking from above, and you're getting a bird's eye view of what's happening. They can't see everything you can see because you can see straight down into the hole, and this thing looks terrifying. And your mind is filling with this gibberish. And now, you are not able to take any reactions until the start of its next turn. All right, and let's see. And I will go ahead and roll on your next turn about see what you are able to do. All right, but for now, you are unable to do anything. You're just frozen with just. It's just driving you. It's just making you so confused, and it's terrifying you. You are unable to do any kind of reaction until the gibbering thing's turn again. Now, it is its turn. What it's going to do. All right, it is going to do a attack right here where Magran and Star attacked it, and it's going to do something called Blinding Spittle, and it spits at you. This glob of nastiness.
Ugh.
And the glob explodes in a blinding flash of light as it hits you. I need you to do a DC, I need you to do a dexterity saving throw. Yes, very good, excellent. All right. Magrand, you are blinded. So suddenly it spits at you, and our very our very dexterous Tabaxi, he sees what's coming, and I guess you could say he kind of ducks away from almost behind Magran, but Magran takes the full brunt of it right in his face, and now he's blinded. He's no longer able to see anything.
Sorry, Magran.
Your vision goes black. Okay, and all right, there we go. And so once it does that, it also will then take a swipe at the tiefling, and it reaches out with one of its arms, and there's a mouth at the end of the arm, and it bites at you. Okay.
Yes, that
does
hits
an
me.
18 hit you?
That absolutely hits me.
All right. I need you to do a strength saving throw.
Oh.
All right. You are knocked prone. And you take 18 points of piercing damage as this mouth just and it knocks you down and keeps going at you, and it knocks you down, and you are down hard. You had the breath taken out of you. You were not expecting that. You thought flame would scare it away. It did not. It made it pissed off. And our poor little spoon, has been watching all this from his perch, terrified. Spoon, you must make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach, or do nothing if you can't make an attack. All right, and I don't believe you have anybody with it. How tall are you, Sar?
A medium creature.
You're medium, so how tall are you? What's your height? Did you know your height? You should be able to check in your bio. I think you wrote down that height.
Let's see. Lanky build. I just have medium. I didn't have a height.
Since I was right next to the statue to boost him up on it, we should be 5 feet apart. He should be able to lean down and stab at me with his weapon.
Actually, you know
I'm
what?
pretty sure.
I read the wrong thing here. This is what I'm getting here. So this is what happens. I roll a 5. You take no action or bonus action, and you must use all of your movement to move in a randomly determined direction. So let's roll a d4 to figure out where you're going to, or yeah, roll a d3 actually.
Please don't run directly into the hole.
And tell me what
Or
to
into
do.
the fire.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to roll d5 actually, and you could go in 1. Okay, you just book it to the corner here in the room. I can't do it. 1 second. There we go. You book it to this corner in the room. You just run and jump. And I need you to do a acrobatics or an athletics check to see if you could actually jump over this fire. So this thing just had made you, it's almost like making you go mad. All right. Go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and roll a d4. You pretty much run. You hit the lip of the fire, this everlasting fire. It looks like it just doesn't flicker out. It seems to always be running. And you take 2 points of fire damage as it toasts your toes. And you just you go to the corner and cringe. You are not sure what's going on. You just have these you just have all these, it seems like these little voices in your head telling you to do different things.
Okay.
All right.
Hey,
Ella, it is
DM
your turn.
DM, not to add insult to injury or anything, but I think the gibbering mouther still gets an attack of opportunity.
It does not, because its ability is forcing me to move.
Actually, that's not true. Its ability counts as the confusion spell, and random movement vis-a-vis the confusion spell still provokes attacks of opportunity. It's the only time that forced movement doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity is if it's an effect like Thorn Whip or Lightning Lash or Thunder Wave. Confusing a creature into willingly move provokes attacks of opportunity. So Crown of Madness, or I think Crown of Madness can make you move. Confusion, stuff like that all works. Turn Undead works under the same logic.
Oh, that would suck. Okay, thank you for letting me know. We're gonna need some more band-aids, Falcon. All right. And so as you suddenly just like you're almost like "Ah!" and you try to jump, but you pretty much trip off the head. You jump, you land almost in the fire, and this thing swipes at you.
I wouldn't actually. Does he have a 10-foot reach? No, I wouldn't be within his squares of influence.
He has.
Because I'd be moving over here, which is not within 5 feet of him.
Yeah, that might be true. If he has 5 feet of reach, then he wouldn't be able to hit him.
Oh, you're right.
Especially if I'm like jumping.
He does have a 5-foot reach. You're correct. And so yeah, it tries to swipe at you, but because you jumped rather than just climb down, you jumped and pretty much jumped into the fire, and it swiped right under you, or like it lashed right under you, and you took the fire damage as you rolled through the fire and then just ran to the corner, and you're almost quivering over there. You're just trying to get these voices out of your head. There? Okay. Yes, you want to get these voices out of your head. Now it's back up to Ella. Ella, what are you going to do? All right.
I'm just gonna Ray of Frost. I'll just Ray of Frost it.
Okay, so Ella, were you going to do a frost ray?
Yep.
Okay, let's cast it.
Double check what that does. I don't use it. It's roll to hit. Make a range spell attack. Yeah, okay, so it is a attack. Alrighty. Ray of Frost. 19 to hit.
Definitely does hit. You see what she sees what's happening, and she casts just like from the steps. And how far does that ray of frost reach?
It's 60 feet.
60 feet? Okay. All right, good. Yep, she casts Ray of Frost, and go ahead and roll for that damage, please. 6. Cool. Okay, excellent. Here. Let me get this. All right, and you see this thing's like quivering. It's just it's like getting all like jelly as it's taking these blows, and a part of it just freezes up from this ray of frost as it moves slowly with that one hand as it's reaching out. Magron, are you going to do anything else? Any movement, Ella?
No, she's gonna stay here.
All right, Magron, it's your turn.
So Magron can't see because he's been blinded. So he will call out and he will say, "You cannot blind a servant of Fultus. The flame reveals all." And as he does so, he's going to attack with a spiritual weapon, and then he is going to cast Bless and bless his 3 allies. And then, since he's blessed his 3 allies, he's going to activate his voice of command to give Fenwin's still prone, right?
Correct.
And Spoon is across the room, so kind of goes to Star by default. I'm going to give Star the ability to use a reaction to make a attack roll against the creature.
Okay, excellent. So you're just going to be doing bless. Is that what I'm hearing, or did you say you're going to attack as well?
I'm going to attack with my spiritual weapon, and I'm going to cast Blast, which will allow
Gotcha.
Star to.
All right, so this thing's reaching out in different areas, and you are going to swing down with your spiritual weapon. Okay, and even with a disadvantage.
Yeah, even with disadvantage.
you're able to easily hit this thing. If you know where it is, there's a big hole in front of you. It hasn't moved, and so you just blindly slash down right where you had been slashing down before. You have a combat member. You know exactly where you expect it to be, and you connect. And you feel its
7
resistance,
force damage.
and you feel it pushed away from your. Is it a blade or is it a mace?
It's like I think Foltus's favorite weapon is a quarterstaff, so I'm pretty sure it's just like a spirit baton.
Right, you see it. You're like the spirit police, and you just start whapping it with your nightstick. And
So,
yeah.
so to clarify, am I blessed or?
Yes, all 3 of you get blessed, so you get a D4 on your attack rolls and saves. But because I have an effect, in addition to that, you can make an attack roll immediately.
Ooh, sweet.
Yeah, that's the Order Cleric's orders demand. No, that's a different thing. It's some of them.
Okay. I'll let the DM let me know when I can do that.
You can do it immediately.
Right now.
Yeah, you can do it right now.
Okay. So, I guess just another unarmed attack. Hit.
Okay, it does attack. Yes, it does. It does connect. And so you are not blinded at all. You reach out and you slash it as well. Excellent. Okay, nice. So we are at woo. So 16 pretty much there. Okay, and it's starting to really just wobble and wobble and wobble away. Once you do that, it's going to be Finwin's turn. Finwin, what would you like to do?
I would like to stand up.
Yeah, I need you to roll, I believe, does get standing up count as movement? Can you all help me with that?
Half your movement.
Yes, it does. It takes half your movement.
Okay, then I need you. Did everybody pass the strength saving? I need you to take a strength saving throw, Finwin.
So remember, my bless means you
I
get to add a
failed.
D4 to that.
Okay, add a D4 to your strength saving throw. You need to get at least a 10. All right. You are able to. You are pissed off, Finwin. You did not like that blow, and even with the stickiness that's trying to grip onto your skin, you rip yourself free and stand up. What would you like to do?
Well, if I remember correctly, I don't have the ability to reactions right now. Still, I'm just gonna green flame blade and hit him.
All right.
All right.
You do strike him. Go ahead and roll for damage. Okay, and so I would like you to describe how you do this because you do the final blow that separates the string from its molecules.
Fenwin gets up and she, with a mighty strike and like this cursing and infernal, this flame blade just cleaves in half with this cat, and it smells, and there's all this fire, and it just cleaves in half.
You cleave into it, and the fire, it seems to spread from the center as you go into it. It seems to spread, and almost like, have you ever lit hair on fire?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that. It's like almost like the fire just connects to all the little it feels wet. All the molecules just and they spread out, and they all catch on fire, including all of these symbols you see here. So I need. How much fire damage is that?
5 total.
5 total? Alright, I need everyone to do a dex saving throw as the fire goes on all these symbols here, which would be Star, Magran, and yourself, Finwin.
Does bless count on
I believe
on
it
that?
does. Right.
For sure.
It doesn't
Yeah,
even
it
matter.
does.
You don't need it. You need to roll a 10. You see that you know you're stepping in this gunk, and you just take a step back, and it's like a flash, and all the symbols light up, and the thing just disintegrates, and you can see almost like ashes, almost kind of like wet kind of ashes, just falling down back into the hole, in silence.
Well, that was fun.
Not sure I understand your concept of fun. DM, can I see now?
Can you what?
Am I still blinded?
You, as you hear this, because all of you could hear this gibbering, almost like small little voices. Suddenly, they scream out, and as they scream, your vision fades into view, and then you can see uh, nothing in front of you except Finwin holding the blade and cursing, and this like almost like dust or whatever floating in the air. It's all Chernobyl like.
I do not know what she is saying, but I'm pretty sure it's bad words.
And there's no longer any voices running in your head, Spoon. Your head, the voices clear in your head, and your goblin mind can relax. Or I'm
Cobalt.
not goblin, your kobold mind can
Kobold.
relax. I'm just so offended you right there. Wow, I called you a goblin.
Why is being a goblin an insult?
Because goblins are terrible.
You're literally wearing a kobold mask right now, and you're gonna
Yeah.
talk shit about goblins?
Yeah. Kobolds shouldn't be evil. If you read Volos, kobolds shouldn't be evil. It's bullshit that they're evil.
They serve evil dragons. Why wouldn't they be
They
evil?
serve anybody who's stronger than them because they're weak.
And now, Spoon just goes onto a rant about how kobolds are not evil, because in his mind, something was telling him that he was an evil little kobold.
Aww.
He was
I
in the
kick
corner.
his soapbox out from under him.
You'd have to move over here. I'm in the corner.
I use spiritual weapon to attack his soapbox out from under him.
I think I'm further than 20 feet.
Oh my god.
I'll take a turn.
You guys, okay, we're gonna say that you think about it, Magron, about attacking him, but you
Well,
also
I was joking.
you also realize in your mind you want to just you're hearing this kobold go on a rant, but you also realize he just went through a very traumatizing experience, burned his little footsies, and now he was in the corner just talking to himself and no, bad spoon, and suddenly he jumps up and begins speaking about how kobolds are not evil. They are only forced to be evil because they have to serve stronger beings, much like dwarves that are named Magron.
Is everyone alright?
I don't know. Are we?
What?
Everyone alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Are you sure, Spoon?
Not the first time I've gotten into an argument with
Fenwin?
myself.
How wounded is Fenwin?
18 damage, I believe.
Almost half.
I'll hand Fenwin a healing potion.
All right.
It's 2d4 plus 2.
Okay, there we go. And so it is quiet now. You hear it's gone deathly silent again with the end of an attack. It's like the silent after the storm. You are now healing each other up. Kobold is getting his wits back to him as he realizes those were not his own voices that were speaking to him, as if he was a bad kobold, but it was the gibbering mouth.
Oh, I have feeling that the sacrifice people to that creature.
That makes sense.
The creature tried to grab the coins, right?
It did. You didn't
Then
see
I'm
this.
gonna use my rope. Oh, I didn't see it? Okay,
You
never
didn't see
mind then.
it when it died, but I should have said this. When it disintegrated, it's almost like you hit a jackpot in the casino, and you hear it's like
Yeah, that's what I figured.
and you hear things fall to the bottom of this whatever this hole is. But you hear it just fall, and you saw it, especially Finwin saw it as this thing burned. All this stuff just fell.
So
I'm
there's
gonna use
money down there.
I'm going to use my rope to climb down there and collect whatever fell.
Your whip?
My rope that I tied
Okay.
halfway down there.
Yeah, you do have.
I'll
You did
go
make
to-
batons. You did get batons 50 feet down.
Yeah, I'll just keep going until I hit the bottom. I have more rope and
Alright.
more pipe.
You begin climbing, and there's almost like a pile of treasure there. It's impressive. You were not expecting to see this. So you see that there's this golden bracelet. That you see a golden bracelet. And you see that there is also at the bottom of this thing there's what looks like to be looks like a silver coffer that is unlocked. And you see that there's probably about 500 gold pieces that have fallen. At least 500 gold pieces.
All right, I'll
200
gather it
silver
all up
pieces,
and I'll.
and probably about 1,000 coppers.
I'll gather it all up into my sack, bring it back up to the top, and show
That's a
everyone.
lot of weight.
I have a pretty good carry capacity.
1,000 coppers.
How much does a copper weigh?
Let's see. How much would a copper weigh? Chat. Do you guys know how much gold and copper weigh? I don't even know this, but 500 gold pieces plus. It's pretty much a really bulky. You would have to take a few. You could do it if you did it in a few turns.
It's 1,000 gold copper pieces is 20 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah,
20 pounds.
500 gold, 200 silvers.
So probably like 50-ish pounds. I can do all that. I have a lot of carry capacity.
Okay, and yeah, you were able to get it. You come up and you seem like you hit the jackpot.
I'll start dividing up the coins equally, and I'll hand the bracelet and what was the other item? A coffer. You said?
Well, actually, what you noticed, you thought it was. I think I made a mistake there. You don't see that. You see some human bones as well. It seemed like there was humans that were even sacrificed in this thing at one point, and they're just a polished white almost because some of them are broken up, brittle, but they're all polished quite white. They have been ripped of all any sinews or muscle or anything, fat, any tissue, and you can see that they wore some kind of this one of them on a finger wore a ring, and there's also a silver dagger, and what looks like a scroll case.
Okay, I will hand all of that over to Ella for identification. And since that's going to take 40 minutes to cast all those ritual identifies, we might as well just expound upon that into another short rest because it'd only be 20 more minutes, right?
It would definitely take you probably, I'm guessing not just 20 minutes, probably take you almost an hour to get all this collected. I mean, this is a lot of gold, and you're just picking it up from the bottom.
Fair enough. But yeah, let's just make it a short rest, identify the items, count the money,
All right.
divvy up the money.
Okay, so how much money do we get each?
Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3,
100
4,
golds.
5.
200 silver, you said? So 40 silver. And then 1,000 divided by 5 is 200. So 200 copper, 40 silver, 100 gold. Math.
All right. And you also found this. It looks like what you found is this silver beryl emerald ring that's worth probably what she can identify as 50 gold pieces that was worn on the bony finger, and a silvery dagger, which is actually made of a copper nickel alloy, and it's worth probably around, you would guess around 10 gold pieces. And it was, and the scroll case, this is the one that's interesting. When you open it, you find it holds a map of the area. It seems somebody else found this area before you did. This was either offering or somebody who, fell into the hole and got eaten as they were trying to explore the tomb. And
I'm going to look at the map.
I was about to say, Ella would probably hand the map over to, since you're a resident map expert.
Yep.
All right, and so that is what you have found. Would you like to do any investigation, or are you just going to just pick things up, what you see, and just like pick it up like Scrooge McDuck?
I mean, I'll make sure I don't miss anything. If you want an investigation or a perception check, I can make one. But I'll definitely make sure that there's nothing I miss.
Very dark
Okay,
hole.
I'll do that. I'll use guidance on myself.
All right, you are looking around, and then you notice that there's kind of like a small little crack in the bottom of the area, and it looks like it could lead somewhere. And when you look inside there, you see that there is this something shining back at you. And are you going to reach for it, or what are you going to do? You see something shining.
I'm going to reach for it carefully. In that, I'm going to try to pry it loose with, let me look at my items.
You lose your arm. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, too much annihilation for me right there. Oh, brings back memories right there. Woof. You are now the armless Magron.
Have fun climbing back up.
Oh no!
Hey, now you can make your arm into a clay hammer, right? My goodness, I'm so funny.
Get out of here.
Hilarious. I'll do stand up.
Yeah.
All right.
While sitting down.
Bless has worn off if we're taking a short rest, right?
Yeah.
So this crystal, you grab it, and
Can
it's a crystal sphere.
Okay.
You grab it, it's a crystal sphere, but it's cracked. And you find it in like some nearby rubble. It's in the corner. It's made of polished quartz. It's 3 inches in diameter. Like 3 inches in diameter. You could see it's definitely worth around 45 gold pieces.
Okay. Then I'll take that and haul it up as well.
And this is definitely, it's old, but it's still polished because, well, I'm guessing it's because it's been in the mouth. These are definitely offerings.
And just to make double sure, none of them were magical?
Nothing that you could see. When Ella looked, she could not see that anything was magical. Not this time.
You said there were bracelets, right?
Yeah, what was the bracelet worth?
Excuse me, you did have that one time. 1 second, let's see here. I need to go to that. That would be a... I have to remember where I put that. All right, you found the... What did I tell you guys? It was a...
It was a golden bracelet.
Yes, it was a golden bracelet, and I'm forgetting what page I just had it on. So, one more page. That is, here we go. You see this golden bracelet, and it seems to be, there is a golden circlet, and it is magical, excuse me. It is magical. It is the bracelet of rock magic. Bracelet of rock magic.
Ogren likes the sound of that.
So you found this bracelet of rock magic, and you're not sure. Wait, okay, you do identify, right? So you'll be able to tell what it does?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So while you wear this gold bracelet, it grants you immunity to being petrified, and it allows you to cast Flesh to Stone, which is a save DC of 15 as an action. Once the spell has been cast 3 times, the bracelet can no longer cast it. Thereafter, you can cast Stone Shape as an action. After you have done this 13 times, the bracelet loses its magic and turns from gold to lead. It's also cursed.
Just note, Identify doesn't determine if items are cursed. There's
Well, we
actually
don't-
no way in 5th edition to determine an item is cursed until you equip it and it curses you.
Damn.
Yep.
Just for future note, I thought it was weird too, but I guess
Well,
they just
I
wanted it
forgot
that.
that. I did not know that. So thank you for letting me know. I'm not going to tell you the next time you get a cursed item, but this seems to be cursed, but it looks very intriguing, and you don't know it's cursed.
It tastes cursed.
Mogren will say, stone magic. It sounds like something fitting for a dwarf, if no one minds.
That was our only enchanted item, right?
The other one was the longsword.
Oh yeah, okay.
So yeah,
I mean,
if no
I
one
guess,
minds,
but-
Mogren's gonna take
Because,
it.
kobolds and rock gnomes don't live underground or anything.
Okay.
You're not a subject matter expert.
You got the dagger.
I'm not saying that you can't have it. Just saying that you're making some pretty bold assumptions.
All right. So yeah, you can see that it can definitely do some really cool magic. Turning flesh to stone. It's nice. You can cast flesh to stone with a DC 15 as an action, and you can also cast stone shape after you cast all these flesh to stones, which seem pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it seems dope, and I'm definitely gonna attune it during the short rest.
All right.
Does it require attunement?
Yes, it does.
Okay, then yes, Magron will.
And while you're taking that short rest, I think, do you guys want to take a short rest yourselves?
Yeah, sure, I'm down.
Yes, that'd be nice.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to take a quick short rest, I believe it is. It's 5:21. We still have about another hour to go in this game. So we will be right back. Guys, I hope you're here when we get back. I hope you're enjoying the show. I'll be in the chat room. And let me jump over to our break screen. And we are back from break. We've all taken a short break. We've rolled our hit dice to heal ourselves or taken our potions. And, ooh, what a battle. So, you have now just faced what was obviously some kind of monster that an old Omen Empire used to sacrifice to. And you found a map of the area around. What seems to be, once you look at it during the time, Ella has especially taken a look at it, and as has Finwin, and you've noticed that there are many similarities, but this is more detailed. This person, whoever it was, had better connections, it seems. But it's yours now. What would you like to do next?
Only one way to go now. Down.
I'm not going to mess with anything else because I don't want to summon anything else.
It's probably for the best.
Because you didn't lick it. You didn't test it. Rookie.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll ritual cast Water Walk, and we'll head down to the sea door or whatever.
All right. So you are going down, and I'm trying to remember how I described this this tunnel to you.
It was a small tunnel, and the door had like waves and like sea monsters and shit on it.
Okay,
If I remember.
excellent. Yes, nothing to worry about.
You open it first.
Although I'm trying to figure out. Let's see, layer. Oh,
Oh,
there we
brave
go.
adventurer.
I'm trying to get you guys onto your layer so you guys have your characters again. There we go. Let's get you guys your characters. Okay. I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's the kobold. Get you on the token layer. All right. So you guys are going to climb down 50 feet with the rope. I'm guessing one at a time. What is your order?
Well, the cat doesn't have to use rope.
I'll be up front because I'm the toughest, I guess.
My screen is completely black, so
Yep, I know.
Yeah.
okay.
There's a slider on the right next to the. There's like a small slider, and if you drag it all the way down, it'll open up.
I know it is black.
Like zoom out.
Can you see your characters actually?
No.
You can't? Okay, good. I'm trying to figure out how to get so you can see it because I have dynamic lighting on right now.
Dynamic.
And I'm trying to make sure you guys can see it again.
I
But
think
yes,
there's like an
as you
opacity
climb
thing
down,
you have to mess
you
with.
see this door that seems to have some waves on it. And it doesn't seem to have any discernible lock or key or anything like that, a keyhole. Are you guys just going to try to go through, or what are you going to try to do?
Someone should check the door first, whoever has perception.
All right, go ahead and roll that perception for me. Go ahead and roll investigation check.
Ella should probably do that, right?
That's cool.
Ella probably actually has investigation.
I have investigation.
Okay, well then Fenwin can do it too.
Is that the only door?
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's the only door that you see in this area. As you're walking down,
I'm too far away.
what is the order that you're in? I need to know that order that you're in to be able to do anything.
Marvin first.
So who's
I
in front?
probably.
Magron's in front. Okay.
I'll probably be in the back.
All right.
Middle somewhere.
Okay. Now I just had to figure out how to get rid of this fog of war on this one area. Let's see here. I know I can figure this out. Fog of war. Oh, here we go. Reveal areas.
I believe in you.
You should be able to see an area now on your map if you zoom out.
Nope. I do not.
Zoom out and you will be able to see it.
I am zoomed out.
Yeah, I'm zoomed all the way out and I can't see it either.
Well, that's silly. There should be one area pretty much in the middle of the map.
Are you messing with it on the GM's layer, or?
Here, I will do it here too. Sorry guys, I'm still learning how to use all the Roll20 gizmos stuff. You should be able to... Let's see, here we go. Reveal areas again. Are you able to see that?
No, I still can't see anything.
That's a negative, Ghost Rider.
That's so weird. It says reveal. I'm clicking to reveal areas. You don't see any of this stuff that I'm revealing right now. All right, I'm
Nope,
gonna jump
I
it
see
over
nothing.
so everybody in the group, everybody in watching can see it, and then you guys hopefully will see the same thing soon. So here we go. Let's go to the map play scene. This is what you should be able to see as soon as I figure out how to get it to work for you guys. Can you see yet?
Nope.
All right. Make sure I got your right map on for you guys. It's the right map. Okay. Yeah, it should be able to let you see from all the way back there. Okay, we're going to try it again. Here we go. I'm going to reset the fog and reveal this area. Can you see?
No.
Yeah, I can't either.
That's so weird. All right, so I don't know how to get this so you guys can't see the whole map. One sec. Here we go. I'm going to pull back here and I'm just going to have to cover this up with the objects, I guess, the shapes. And then reveal everything. Sorry, y'all. I don't know why this is doing this to me, but it's not being very fair. Okay, here we go. All right. I'm just covering all this up here real quick for you guys. Or you're watching this, aren't you? DMing online is such a fun challenge. There's so much new tech to learn. All right, I'm gonna reveal everything in just a minute now. This is a big, really big map. Okay, here we go. You should be able to see everything in 5, 4, 3, 2. Reveal all areas. Let's see. How do I turn it off? Hide areas, unhide areas. Now, how about now? Can you see anything in the center?
Unfortunately, I still can't see anything.
That's so weird. Okay. You should be able to see something right in the middle now. Can you see?
Nah.
It should say lower chambers.
No, sorry, boss. I can't see nothing.
That's so weird. I don't know how to do this thing. Anybody who knows Roll20 better than me, how do I get this to show itself? Because it seems like I should be getting this to show itself, but it's not letting me. I think I need to turn off dynamic.
Is there anything that we actually need to see? We can just.
You know, I guess we can do it. I'll just use
theater of the
Roll20,
mind.
and then yeah, you guys see the door in front of you, and you see this door in front of you, and it has some waves and what looks like some sea monsters or something like that. You can't really tell because it's quite old. But Finwin, she's looking and she can't see anything either. We have Magron in the front, Finwin right behind him, and where's our kobold? Oh, here he is. There we go. Okay, and so yeah, this is what you see here. You see in the map that you're right there, and you don't see any traps as you look.
All right, then Margon will push the door open. And remember, I ritual cast Water Walk.
Okay, Spoon, what were you investigating? Oh, can't hear you, Spoon.
That was actually Ella. I just forgot to switch over to the. So Ella was actually investigating the door.
Ah, okay. Well, Ella's right in front of you. I don't think she can get to the door right now. So you didn't find anything, and luckily for you, there doesn't seem to be any, well, trap. You push it open without any problems. As you do that, come on, be a good thing, and let me take you out. All right, as you do that, you should be able to see now this area. And you walk in and you see that there seems to be a faint melodious sound that comes from ahead of you as you open it up. Ahead of you, the cavern is still quite dark, but ahead of you, you see that there is a pool and some water that streams down somewhere else. And it sounds like there's almost like an echo, singing or an echo that's of dripping water in a great cavern. And as you burst the door open, you hear a and you hear a small splash as you come into the room. At the same time that you hear this splash, I would like our very brave kobold to roll a perception check.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Lovely. Okay. As everybody's going through the thing, going through the door, our kobold, come on, get me off of this layer. Our kobold is able to see, or everybody runs through the door and they see water, but the kobold doesn't seem to join you. I need you to. Actually, you might be able to join them. I'm going to have you roll a. There we go. I'm going to roll this and see what happens. Okay. Can you save from a 20?
Oh boy.
What?
So
What save?
I need you to do a. I need you to do a strength check. Straight on strength check. Click.
Me?
Yep, you.
Fantastic.
Our kobold. Excellent. Okay.
It's not technically a nat one.
Yes.
If it's a grapple of some kind, note that's athletics. Not
DM,
that I think
looks
it'll
like
help him that much.
Do you make any kind of noise as webbing goes around you and you are and pulled up into what you guys did not see was a hidden hole above you?
DM.
Yep.
Looks like Roll20 might be having some issues. I just looked at their Twitter. I think they're having some issues today, so it might not be you.
Oh, that's nice to know. I was gonna say it says reveal and it should reveal, but it didn't. So you guys can watch. If you're watching, you can see it right here on the on my GM screen. If you're watching Twitch, you can see what I'm talking about. And yes, our kobold, you are suddenly find yourself, and if you can react however you'd like, you find yourself as you're walking and minding your own business. You're excited to follow your group, getting on to the next part of the adventure, when suddenly you feel this webbing wrap around you, and you feel yourself restrained. Your mouth isn't restrained, so you can talk all you want, but then you start spinning.
My question is, how dark is it in here?
It's pitch black. There's no light.
Then it can't see me because I am invisible to dark vision.
It has blind sight.
Of course it does.
Yeah. That sucks.
This is what you're looking at right now, or what's looking at you. Isn't it
Sound
nice?
like a cave fisher?
It's something from the
that's-
Creature Codex.
Yeah, then I have no idea what that is.
Yes, I know you don't. And so, yes, you finally see yourself getting wrapped up.
Okay.
And you can say anything you want to.
We hear him getting pulled up, right?
If
What
he
the
says
crap?
something.
Well, we definitely hear that. Ogren's gonna turn and look to try to see the creature. I have dark vision, so I should be able to see pretty far.
I also have dark vision of 60 feet.
All right, so you look there and you see what looks like your kobold friend being wrapped up, like he's been flipped almost sideways, and he's literally almost like you see his webbing just, and these arms just going like this around him as something. But you can tell it's probably something that's big, and then he muffles up as he becomes a cocoon.
Here.
And it starts dragging him upwards. What would you like to do?
I would like to throw a dagger at it, at the spider.
All right, go ahead. Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and I'm going to have you roll initiative. Let me go ahead and open this up and reset it here. And here's our second battle of the day. Go ahead and roll it. Oh, I didn't. That's not how you do it. Roll initiative.
So I can't see our tokens, so we don't.
Correct.
Ah, you can't, can you? Oh my goodness. That's weird. Let me jump over to the other screen then. That's what we can do.
Sure.
I'm sorry. I have it revealed right here. I don't know why it's not letting you guys see. Okay, go ahead and roll your initiatives.
Ooh, hey, I see something. I see something.
Go ahead
There
and
is
roll your
something.
initiatives if you can. You're still on that screen, right? I think I just copied and pasted you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
There I am.
Yeah, you're all still there. Good. Excellent.
So I think I can free Spoon, but then I won't be able to bless. So
Okay, there we go. And I'm going to add,
oh wait, no, I can do both.
let's see, add custom label. Here we go. Custom label would be, here we go. Excellent. Actually, I'm not going to say what it is. Actually, I will. There, why not? And is it in there? Did I add it right? I guess I didn't. Okay. Oh, I add one. Here, add. Why is it not letting me add a monster?
The Roll20 is being weird right now.
It's
So
being really weird. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write it all down in the paper. I got a notebook in front of me just in case. A trusted DM tool. And let's go ahead. You all rolled your stuff there. I'm going to go ahead and put you in order. And then we can get this thing started. I'm going to... It's not doing that either. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're right. It's really messing up. Okay, so here we go.
Me throwing the dagger, is that like a reaction, or are we just gonna?
We're gonna go into initiative, I think.
Okay.
All right, and you have
Don't worry,
Magron with
Spoon. I
17.
got you.
I rolled a
Probably.
9. Okay, 9 plus 3, 12. Okay, so 17 Magron. 17, and then we have, looks like, ooh, the spider will go next. Okay. Spider 12. Spoon 11. Cat or a star 10. And we're gonna just have Finwin go first
Why?
before Ella.
Okay, that worked. Okay.
Okay, there we go. So I believe that's everybody. Yes, that's everybody. Okay, Magron, you are the first to react. You notice your spider senses are tingling, and you know spiders when you can feel spiders when they're
You mean my
around.
Peter tingle?
Something like that.
Yes.
Peter Tingle. Oh wow. Haven't heard that referred to before.
It's from the new movie. His Aunt May calls it his Peter tingle, and he's like, I need you to stop saying that.
I
Stop
guess I
calling
forgot
it
that part.
Tingle May.
You see
Yeah.
it. You see what's happening with your dark vision.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clutch my holy symbol. I'm going to channel divinity, and I'm going to use orders demand. And I'm going to demand, no, stop it, now. And as he says this, the creature has to make a wisdom saving throw or be charmed. If it is charmed, I can choose to have it drop whatever it's holding.
Okay, does it have to be able to see you?
I don't know. See or hear me. So if it's capable of hearing me,
Okay, it
then
can
yeah.
definitely hear you. All right, so you try to charm it. What does it need to roll?
DC 15 wisdom saving throw.
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh.
Well, then you're screwed, Spoon. I'm sorry.
All right. So I rolled.
However, that's my action. So what I'm going to do is, how high is it up into the air?
So the tunnel is like there. I'm poor. I'm so sorry, Cow. Little Spoon. I know you're feeling really wrapped up right now. And and so you can see it's probably it's a small little tunnel because it looks like it was carved in. It's definitely man made, of course. And I would say by about 8 feet, something like that. Maybe 8 feet, 8 feet high. And
Oh, okay. So it's not that high up at all.
and 10 feet across.
Then I am going to cast a spiritual weapon right next to it and have it swing at the spider to get it to try to drop Spoon.
Yeah, go
Whose name I
ahead.
totally remembered and didn't take me a sec to remember for some reason.
Okay, yep, go ahead.
Does a 14 hit?
All right. It does not hit.
Well,
So you are swinging in the dark, my friend. As you swing whoosh, at this thing in the dark, I'm just going to have him cover my face and have everybody just enjoy this beautiful art by the Creature Codex. I'm sorry if you're arachnophobes. But this thing,
I
you
am,
swing
but
at
it's
this
not that
thing,
bad.
and it just whoosh, it misses it as it's pulling up poor little Spoon. Now it's the spider's turn. The spider is going to.
Shit. I tried.
The spider is going to. Let's see here. It's going to bite the creature that it has in its grasp. All right.
Oh no.
15. Does that hit you?
Mhm.
Yes. Okay.
No, it doesn't. I have a 16.
No, it doesn't. Okay. Excellent. So yes. But you are prone. Yes. So I should roll twice.
No, not.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nope. I
being
rolled the
held
same.
by something.
I rolled the same anyways. So yeah, you are somehow you are moving around, and it's gonna try to sink its fangs into you, to get you to stop moving so it can just have its lunch. But you are able to its fangs go through the webbing and just it barely misses you. Like you can feel like the heat of the poison from the fangs. And it does not get multi-attack, so that's the end of his turn. Spoon, it's going to keep pulling you up, and you are now in the cubbyhole with it. No one can see you, but you're there with it.
Oh, Lord.
What would you like to do, Spoon? You are currently, let's see here. You are currently on the attack with the web, but spider is exactly okay. You can make, because you're currently as a bonus action, spider can cocoon a creature within 5 feet that's currently strained by webbing. All right, so the creature has disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws made to escape the web, but you can, if you'd like to, try to do an action to get out of the web. You need to do a strength check again.
You can actually roll an acrobatics check to try to slip out as well. It's actually your choice.
It's not grappling.
It's not grappling?
No.
Nope, it's
Actually,
restrained.
I'm restrained by the web.
Yep.
Right, but I'm pretty sure you can roll acrobatics or athletics to escape the restrained condition,
Not
can't
this
you?
time. Nope, only strength. You have to break it open.
Weird.
I'm positive. That's what my book says. It's a different creature.
Yeah. I thought that was a property of the restrained condition. That's the only reason I said anything.
So, let's see it. Spoon, can you roll that strength check to see if you're able to break out of the webbing?
I'm not going to. I'm just going to stab it. Because it doesn't say that I can't attack.
Okay.
Yeah, restrained just means that you
Creature
can't.
is restrained. Does that mean you can't attack?
No, I can attack.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure you can attack.
All right, then attack it. Yeah, go ahead. Have at it. Pull out give that thing a calling for. Give it thing what's coming to him.
Pull out the dagger. Make 3 swings at it.
So are you going to attack the web?
No, I'm going to attack it.
Okay. Well, you definitely hit it.
25.
25,
or
even at a disadvantage, you hit it.
Takes 8 points of damage, and its max hit point is reduced by 2.
Wow. Okay. Excellent.
I will note restrained creatures have disadvantage on their attack.
Yeah, that's why I rolled a 19.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You still hit it. Okay. Excellent. So.
Second swing. 13 probably misses. And so how does inspiration points work?
You can get a reroll.
We have inspiration?
I have inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You can get a reroll.
Yeah, screw it. I'll use an inspiration point to reroll that.
All right.
18.
That one hits too. Go ahead. Pow, pow. You start stabbing into his belly.
For 8 damage and 4 HP reduction.
Okay. It's down to this and 16.
And then third attack, 18. For 7 damage and 2 HP reduction. And I will just look at as like I stab it in like the sides of the head and body and just be like, I'm gonna eat your inside.
So this thing, you're in a tunnel covered in webs. That's why you guys couldn't see it. It was literally like camouflaged by the webs itself. And you just, as it's trying to roll you up, it hasn't gotten your hands, your like your forearm done. You're able to slip that knife out and just, and you say that to it, and it's like its eyes almost like blink at you, and and I'm gonna say that it's gonna drop you. So you're gonna be hanging now. You're just gonna be hanging. It's not holding on to you anymore. You're just hanging, upside down, just right outside the little hole that was hidden there. It is now going to be.
I just feel like I'm gonna flip my camera over.
It's now
Come on,
Star's turn.
Luke, free yourself.
It's now.
Hey guys, how's it going?
It's a little kobold pinata.
To be fair, the last person that tried that is now missing parts of their body. And whatever, I'll fix that effectively later.
All right, go ahead, Star. What are you? What is your tabaxi going to do as it sees this scene play out in front of it? The dwarf
Okay.
was not able to do anything about it, but it's obvious that something's happening over there as he suddenly pops
Okay.
back out of the hole, hanging by his string or a web.
Okay, so I can't see the spider at all. It's up in a little
It's
in a
up
little hole.
yes, it's up in the cubby. And it's not little. It's about the size of it's a medium beast.
Okay. How close am I to the little kobold pinata?
You are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet away.
Uh, okay. I'll use my movement to get over there, and I'll try and cut him down with my short sword.
Okay, excellent. Go ahead. You run over there and go ahead and attack the web. All right, you hit it. Okay, you hit it and it slices through. Let's see. So for 8 slashing damage. All right, you slice right through the webbing and you cut him loose, and he plops down with a plunk and falls down on the floor the rest of the way. But he's free from the webbing, or not from the. Did you cut the webbing itself, or just cut him? Did you cut him out?
No, I just cut the webbing and just to get him down.
Actually, what it looks like is you did. You were able to get it. Because when you cut that webbing, it unravels because it's no longer connected to the thing that was holding it in. So now that the webbing has gone loose from you, Spoon, so you're able to free yourself without any more checks. But you're prone.
Okay. And
Prone or falling?
Well,
Yeah,
prone. He's
I
on the
wouldn't
ground.
be
He's laying
falling.
down.
Can I roll an acrobatics to try to land on my feet?
Yeah, you can roll it. You can roll that if you want to. Britt, what else are you gonna do?
I'm gonna use a key point and do do patient defense.
Okay. 1 key point to take a dodge action as a bonus action on your turn. All right, so you're gonna dodge.
Just getting ready for that little sucker to come out of his hidey hole.
Okie dokie. All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay, now it is Finwin. Finwin, what are you going to do? You see this happening right in front of you. You're kind of looking over Ella's shoulder, and I'm not sure if you have dark vision, but you know something bad's
I
happening.
absolutely have dark vision.
Then yeah, you can
I'm a
see what's
tiefling.
going on. You see that the kobold seems to be safe.
Well, I have nothing to aim at.
Oops, didn't mean to click that. Stab it again.
He's really angry. Just stabbing the ground, just stabbing around, really successfully.
I meant to open it up so that I could track the charges I've used.
You've used 3?
Yeah.
Okay, so Finwin, are you going to move?
How wide is the hallway that we're in?
10 feet wide. You're in the room right now, but it is 10 feet wide. Let's see, make sure everybody can see that. Oh, you know what? I don't think anybody can see it. There you go, guys. Now you should all be able to see this stuff. I thought you guys were watching this the whole time. So yes, this is what you guys should be able to see. This is what's happening. Excuse me. So you're here, and there's a big spider right here. If you look over on the Twitch screen. All right. And so, yeah, it's 10 feet wide, this hallway, and you can go down it if you want to. Of course, the doors are between you, and you are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet away as well.
Yeah, I will move and attempt to cast towards the webbing an Eldritch Blast.
Okay, are you going to move all the way to the 30 feet? Or
No, enough so I can see where the webbing is.
The webbing's inside the hole. So you need to go right where they are.
Okay, I will do that.
All right, you go forward, and you're going to cast that Eldritch Blast. Go right ahead.
All right.
Ooh. All right. Go ahead and roll some damage for that.
So the first one hits, the second one does not.
Okay, the first one. So you do 9 force damage, and and the webbing blows away. And pretty much what you did, because you weren't sure what you were shooting at, you were shooting up towards the webbing. You can now see this giant spider looking right back at you, and it's dripping. It's oozing what seems to be green, almost green,
Green
liquidy,
awfulness.
green viscous fluid from his abdomen, from the 3 stab holes that our kobold spoon had made. And it's like actually it's moving back away from you almost. It's like, is there anything else you'd like to do, or is it Ella's turn?
It is Ella's turn.
Okay, Ella, what would you like to do?
Idolize Spoon for being so amazing. No, wait. I have to exploit it a little bit while I'm here. She will. Is she able to get far enough to be able to see it?
She is 25 feet away from it.
Okay, so
What's
she'll
her
move
movement speed?
25.
All right, yeah, she can get all the way there.
Okay, now she'll move, and then
She is
now that it's there, looks really beat up. She'll cast Ray of Frost at it.
Okay, Ray of Frost. All right, and go ahead and roll for that. Okay, that definitely does hit. Okay, and so yeah, she just wanders up. Let me help! Let me help! And don't worry, I'll save you. And she casts this ray of frost. And the spider's been revealed. Like it was hiding within its like cavern of webs, until Finwin just pretty much blew all of its webs away and revealed it injured inside of its little like hiding hole, and it looks scared. And then its eyes begin to frost over, and its legs are like trying to scoot back, and then it gets slower and slower, and suddenly it freezes, and kind of just, and it falls and shatters
Nice.
in the floor right in front of you, right between you all. You're just all there, and it just falls down and it kind of shatters. This red and black spider that could have caused a lot of damage if it would have bitten successfully. Paralyzing damage. All right, and so, what would you all like to do? You have just destroyed the spider. You left the door open. Magran is still in the room, and he is looking and he's watching on. Initiative in battle is now done. There's no more fighting. So
Is there anything other than the spider in this hole?
Yeah, what was that water we heard earlier?
That's
Behind you.
Yeah, that's in the room we were going towards.
Yep, that's the room you're going towards. There's a big pool of water right behind you, but you don't seem to be paying attention to that.
I'll turn towards it and look.
You see almost
that
like a head.
that
looking at you.
noise, I do?
You see a head with eyes, a humanoid head with eyes looking at you, and a head of hair. It's just peeking up like from here. It's
Okay, I will incant Seal, Didici, Pecto. And as I do, I will cast tongues upon myself, giving me the ability to speak and understand any language. And I will call out to it and I will say, hello?
Anybody out there? All right.
Is there anybody out there?
So you cast.
Or I could also do Lionel Richie if you prefer. Is it me you're looking for?
I already made that joke tonight.
I can see it in your eyes. Oh, you know what? I'm doing it.
You guys are trying to one up each other for all these things. Oh my gosh! So we're gonna jump. Magran, you cast this and you say this. All y'all, you guys are looking up into the hole.
Mm-hmm.
You see that there seems to be kind of a sliver of light at the top of this hole. There are no handholds in this hole, though.
I'm gonna look right at the cat.
I'm not going. I am not going up there.
That's weird. You look like a cat, but you sound like a chicken.
You really want to get punched, don't you?
To be fair, I just almost single-handedly killed that spider.
He did. He's a feisty little kobold.
I give you credit, but I am not going up there.
All right, Magron.
How far away does it look?
It looks to be about 15 feet or 20 feet up,
And then there's light.
and there's a sliver of light.
Does it look like sunlight, or does it look like firelight? Is it like flickering?
It would be firelight, yes.
Okay. I suppose we could always come back. I'm going to pick up like one of the frozen legs and start licking it.
Yummy.
This is my spider-sicle.
Oh my god.
I told it I was gonna. I'm a man of my word.
Kobold of my word. All right.
I said I was gonna eat it.
You should be part of the kobold of the soul. You're just so soulful. All right. And so now we're going to jump back over to Magron. Magron is in the room by himself. The doors are open, and the creature it looks at you and it kind of just giggles at you. Like it just giggles. You see, it's like a silvery laugh. It's like a silvery laugh, and she speaks Oman, but you understand what she's saying. So, she just smiles back at you and laughs a little bit, teasingly. What would you like to do?
I will say, what are you doing here? Do you live here?
She smiles. Now, let me go ahead and describe the room. I haven't really done that very well yet. You see that the room's actually lit in this room. Inside the room, it's lit by a soft light, which reveals pretty much a section of rocky beach. And beyond the beach is a pool of glowing water. And it's filling half the room, and it's framed by a crystal cavern. Green fronds can be seen in the pool, and the light seems to flow from everywhere. The pool walls are glistening like soft moonlight. And on the far side of the pool is a set of doors carved with the sun symbol. Actually, I'm gonna say they're carved with a with a symbol, but more it seems like with a sun and a serpent head in the middle. Sitting on the beach in front of this, or in this pool, you see what looks to appear to be a young woman who's very slim, has golden hair and pale white skin. She radiates soft silvery light, even though she's wearing a shawl, which is see-through. And it's white. This shawl is it's like white, like the froth of waves. It's almost like translucent.
Is there an intelligence check I can make to possibly know what this is?
You could do
What this creature is?
You could do a. What kind of check would that be? I think that would be a nature check.
Okay, I'll roll nature.
While this is going on, I'm just going to be looking around. Magran, where's the dwarf?
Making terrible decisions. Probably.
You guys can probably hear the dwarf talking because the
I
cavern's
tried
quite
to
echoey.
save you. What?
Yeah.
You
Not saying that was a good decision.
I got a 19 on my nature check.
You would say that you would know that this is a Nereid. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's a Nereid. What I'm going to call it.
I think it's a Nereid. I will say to the Nereid, how much do I know about Nereds? Like, I know they're water fae, basically, right?
Tastes
You
like
would know
spider.
that they're almost like fabled creatures. You haven't seen too many of them or heard too many of them because they're not likely you're going to see them too often, and many people do never come away probably. You know that it's definitely something that is around the water. It stays around water most of the time, and you know that usually they are chaotic, but usually they seem to be of a good alignment. Um, they just more like tricksters, more or less.
I will say
But
to her,
but you also know that they tend to attract uh, men. You've heard stories about women in rivers that like little nymphs, for example. You don't know if it's a nereid or a nymph, but you know it's something like this. It could easily be something like that, or it could just be a friendly creature.
well, Mogren prefers his women to have a bit more facial hair, so he should be fine. He's
Um, Star is gonna go. Star is gonna go into the room with Magron.
If all of y'all would like to move, you can do that. Just let me know if you want to do that, because I don't think you can move right now for some reason.
Mogren is gonna say to her, "Please, noble Nereid, whose beauty and kindness is well known on the surface. We have come seeking someone lost." And I'm going to point back. Can I see Fenwin where I am? Like from my.
Yeah, I'm guessing everybody's gonna move forward.
Mhm.
Okay, yes.
I will. Then I will motion to Fenwin and I will say, a woman who probably looks something like her. She might have been here. Additionally, one of my companions is interested in knowing about this place and the Omen people within. If you could answer some of her questions, she would be very appreciative of it, and we can make it worth your while. Anything you require assistance on. And I'm going to attempt to roll persuasion. Using guidance on myself.
You're gonna do what to sleep?
Persuasion.
Persuasion. Okay.
I'm going to try to persuade her to see if she knows anything about. Because Fenwin mentioned her mom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's who I was referring to with the "Have you seen someone who looks like her?"
Roll that
So I
persuasion.
just wanted to make sure I knew that, because if I didn't know that, obviously.
Roll that persuasion.
It's pumpkin time, Josh.
Yep, I see that. Okay, you
Okay, just
definitely
making sure.
persuade her. Um, and so you pretty much just ask her what she's seen. And I guess I do believe I have to jump off the
27.
stream pretty soon. So we're going to do that pretty soon. So as you do that, you asked her for what exactly? You asked her if she saw anybody?
So I asked her if she's seen Fenwin's mother and if she'd be willing to answer Ella's questions. And I'm willing to translate the questions for her. And I got a 27 because my guidance on top of that.
Okay, very good. So yeah, she comes forward and she goes,
I'm not going to approach too closely. I know he's heard
she
stories.
comes to the edge of the pool. And she goes, I can't hear you quite well.
Can I roll insight?
Yes, you can. She's smiling at you. Right.
14.
She's smiling at you, and she seems to be smiling nefariously. So she's looking at a smile like, like that. If I was a female, I suppose. She's smiling
Right.
like nefariously, like a devilish smile, I suppose. Like a mischievous smile. And she's like,
So she's trying to bait me to come closer.
I'll tell you where he is, but I'll only tell you. And she says this in a melodic voice.
Mogren's gonna. Can Mogren look around to see if there's anything like around?
Okay, and what we're gonna do, I think, now that everybody has entered that room, I think it'd be a great place to stop. You guys can start by talking to the Nereid next time, in our next show, which is going to be in 1 week, and that will let us all do our goodbyes and be able to jump off the stream so the next stream can come on. I believe it comes on in 1 hour.
I think it's 8 actually, or well, half an hour. Not.
Half an hour. So yeah, it'd be a good time for us to jump off so they can start getting their things ready. But yeah, so you all come up. You don't fall for this Nereid's smoothie talk, it seems. But you are all now within the room. I'm guessing you're just gonna spread out here like this, and all be within the room. And who knows, close the doors. You can decide next time. We're gonna stop there. The scene's going to close, and let's go ahead and jump to this screen here. Why don't you all go ahead? This is the end of our session today. This time I'd like to start with Magran. Magran, can you introduce who you are and tell us what you're up to?
Yeah, so I'm Mario Vilas. You can find more of me at Twitter at Lights Camera Initiative, where I'm the head DM for that YouTube of the same name. We review 5th edition published adventure modules, and we play them and then we review them. And yeah, come check me out. Additionally, in about half an hour, I'm going to be on the new Tainted Lands stream, so check me out there if you want to see me play another cleric, because apparently I just play clerics. That's my life now.
You're one trick.
I didn't have a choice, actually.
It's the
I
cleric.
kind of had a choice.
All right. Okay, and Britt.
Hi, my name's Brittany. You can find me on Twitter at IrishDream86. Also on Instagram at Cosplay Media Britannica. I will be attending Gen Con, and I have several cosplays coming up for Gen Con, so I'm excited for you guys to see that. I will be posting that, and if you're at Gen Con, and I will be dressed as various different characters from Critical Role, so come say hi if you see me.
I can't wait to see that. I'm gonna have to get some pictures with you.
Yes.
Ask for some autographs. All right. And Finwin, which this is mixed up. Excuse me.
Yes, it is. Oh well. I'm Falcon. You can find me at Falcon of Light on Twitter or Falcon of Venom on Twitch.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed today. You were freaking amazing with that flaming sword on the gibbering
Thank
mouth.
Uh-huh.
And everybody knows Ella, or not everybody knows Ella. Ella is our lovely friend Rebecca, who is Lariti on Twitter, and she plays our wonderful wizard, and she will hopefully be back with us next week. Calvin.
I'm Calvin, Calvi Calv, or Calvi Calv's Gaming on Twitter. Calvi Calv's Gaming has a group on Facebook. Calvi Calv's Gaming on YouTube. I'm Calvi Calv on Twitch. I have a Patreon, and I'm doing world building on World Anvil this month, which has been pretty awesome. But I'm not out of time, so I'm not going to try to upsell myself too much. So you can find me on Twitter at Calvi Calv's Gaming pretty easily.
Okay, awesome, very good. I am Winged Horizon, the Dungeon Master for this show, as well as for on my channel. I Dungeon Master a live play stream right here in my house with the local people from Mexico City, and we are currently in Undermountain, or actually in Skullport, and preparing to go to Undermountain, and
Boy.
that will be and I literally built a 7-foot long Skullport city out of cardboard.
It is amazing.
Yeah, I don't think I can show it to you right now. It's kind of out there in the dark. But yes, I built a 7-foot long Skullport build for my players to just explore and try to look inside. And that will be from 1 to 5 p.m. This Sunday. We're going to play one more time before Gen Con comes up. And that's all. So I'd like to say one more time, thank you so much for your Patreon and Twitch subscriber support. You guys are really amazing. You are what makes all this possible, and why we're all able to be able to DM on this channel as a guest. I hope everybody's enjoying playing, and we will see you all next time.
Bye.
Closing time.